This video is the second part of the previous video, why FFI didn't select RRR for Oscars. And if you hadn't watched that video, then please go and check that video first by clicking the pop-up from the top round corner.
2. Complicated nomination process. There are 3 stages for Oscar nomination. 1. Out of 1,000 films, only 15 movies are selected internationally. As the jury of Oscars doesn't have any time to check the 1,000 films, the producers and directors themselves should create the buzz both nationally and internationally just to get the recognition by the Oscars jury. Rest of the films that are submitted are rejected before even checked. 3. Indian-specific movies. Indian movies in general are just made for Indian audience and are not meant for international audience. And when these commercial Indian-specific movies were sent to Oscars, the jury struggles to understand the culture and the plot of the movies as they are not familiar with the Indian culture and hence are rejected for Oscar nominations. 4. Budget constraints. There are many Indian movies which are eligible for Oscars, but they don't have the budget to promote their films and create the buzz at the world stage. Was in 2004 and The Court in 2015 were such movies which didn't have the budget to promote their films, so they did and even made efforts for their films. They also said that they couldn't go bankrupt just to create the buzz for Oscars, and by that they'll accept their defeat. 5. Plagiarism. Out of 57 movies, 21 get rejected because of plagiarism. For instance, Barfi got rejected for copying The Adventurer and The Notebook, and The Gully Boy got rejected for copying 8 Mile. Understanding the patterns. Despite of having many problems like plagiarism and Indian-specific movies, these type of movies get selected because they are from big production houses. For example, Barfi was produced by Youth Motion Pictures and Disney India Productions, and here Youth is one of those production houses which earned 3,900 crores just by releasing 82 films. Whereas The Gully Boy was produced by the Excel Entertainment, which earned 1,102 crores by releasing 22 movies. 2. Hero-centric movies. With big films and big production houses, these movies are also involved with big Bollywood stars or so-called superstars of Indian film industry who not only have connections with politicians, but many of them are the politicians themselves. These Bollywood heroes were also said to have links with underworld dons like Dawood Ibrahim and Chota Shakil, who were involved in the 1993 Mumbai attacks and are responsible for many innocent lives. 3. Media relations. Media creates buzz for so-called Bollywood superstars and declare their films hit even before their release. One such film was Salman Khan's Jai Ho, which was declared hit by the media, but it was a disaster at the box office. In fact, actress Deepika Padukone arranged the success party for celebrating the success of Girai and to get the media attention, but in reality the film got only 2.5 ratings by Indian Express and NDTV, while audience entirely rejected the film. 4. Neglecting talent. Legendary filmmaker Satyajit Ray, who inspired many international filmmakers, did get nominated to any Academy Awards for his films and won Oscar in his last days of life on the recommendation of Ismail Merchant, James Ivory and Martin Scorsese. Conclusion. Dark side of Bollywood is where the big superstars, producers and directors practice favoritism and nepotism to push their favorite films for the Oscar nominations while rejecting the good and regional movies like The Great Indian Kitchen, The Kashmir Files, and RRR. Odd platforms in India are biased when it comes to buy the copyrights of smaller regional movies by paying them less compared to big Bollywood movies, where they share the percentage of profits. According to DNA's article, actors like Dhanush and Nawazuddin Siddiqui faced racism in Bollywood, where it becomes evident that newcomers often face racism in this industry in their day-to-day life, which results in the loss of good actors. Bollywood actors, producers and directors are also absolute hypocrites who openly support nepotism, promotes anti-Hindu propaganda to woo their Muslim and Middle East audience and enjoys the monopoly status with the help of huge Hindi-speaking audience which makes 80% of the Indian population. Therefore they're the richest individuals of the country with the connections from all over the world in a country of inequalities where majority of the population is poor. The Bollywood gang clearly don't consider themselves as Indians and thus they promote Western culture and their propaganda thinking themselves as elites. And why would someone let the Indian talent in when they themselves were wearing the mask of West by marrying the Hollywood actors, singers and educating their children in London and Los Angeles? Today the entire Indian film industry has collapsed because of the druggists, criminals and talentless people who only knows to go for a vacation in Maldives and buy expensive houses across the world. Solutions. 1. Government should gain the entire access over fee. 2. Government should fund the small films for their promotion purposes. 3. Movies like RRR, which not only have the potential but also promotes the Indian interest, should be supported. Then only Indian film industry will prosper, which results in the growth of Indian soft power.